You're here with the Mouse Vibes, and we're at Universal Studios Hollywood for Super Nintendo World Update. We've been following this project very closely since the parks reopened in 2021. This is actually a clip from our very first studio tram tour once the parks opened, celebrating Ashley's birthday, and it's crazy to see the progress in just over a year. Workers have been working around the clock to bring Super Nintendo World to life. Each time we visit the park, a new section of this land looks complete. With the clock ticking, the pressure is on to complete this land for its early 2023 opening date. Today we get a sneak peek of the entrance of Super Nintendo World and a first look inside this new land. So let's head on into the park and start this construction update. We're gonna stay on the upper lot and head over to Super Silly Fun Land, where there's a lookout where we can take a look at the current construction update for Super Nintendo World. This is always one of my first stops when visiting the park, and holy smokes, look at all of these colors. This land is coming to life. And check it out, we have our first little detail. This is actually gonna be the restroom located within the land. Confirmation that you can go to the restroom inside Super Nintendo World. Even though it's just a restroom, it's cool to get some type of concrete evidence that things are happening within the land. Universal Studios has been relatively quiet about this entire project as a whole, and from this other angle we can get another shot of a sign over here. This is going to be for the 1-Up Factory. The 1-Up Factory is going to be your main souvenir store within Super Nintendo World, where you can get all your Nintendo gear. You can dress up like Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, or Yoshi if you're a real one. Alright, we've made our way down to the lower lot. Right now we're standing in front of the future entrance to Super Nintendo World coming early 2023, and holy smokes, this thing is moving along super quickly. The entrance in for this new land is tucked away in the back corner of the lower lot, right next to Transformers. Guests will enter through this warp tunnel that will transport them into Super Nintendo World. The tunnel actually leads you into Princess Peach's castle, where there you'll get your grand reveal into Super Nintendo World. If you thought that was crazy, you're gonna love this. A member of the Vibe Tribe sent over this great drone shot by creator City Cruisin' 4K, which is gonna give us our very first look inside Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood. And this drone shot did not disappoint at all. I feel like this is gonna give us a great template of what to expect within the land. On the bottom of the screen is a green glowing tube. This is actually gonna lead to the backside of the Jurassic World bathrooms. Many people were speculating on a second entrance or exit within the land. I'm under the assumption that this will be used as an exit to help relieve pressure and stress within the land, but we'll find out when the land opens in 2023. And just to the right of the warp tunnel is gonna be an area for your power band. This is gonna be one of the many areas scattered through the land to bring the land to life. In this promo video, you can see guests place their power band in the circle. Once the circle is activated, a turtle shell is shot up to defend members of the Koopa clan. Yahoo! Moving on with our tour, we're gonna find another area for your power band. This area is actually gonna be for a ginormous piranha plant. These piranha plants can be found actually all around Super Nintendo World, but this one in particular is giant.
Mamma mia!
And on the bottom of the screen, you can see another piranha plant that is glowing. The thing about this piranha plant, what makes it unusual, is it's part of the main meet and greet for Mario and Luigi. This is gonna be the main area to get your photo ops, and everyone is gonna get their Instagram and TikToks right here. It's crazy to see how small and compact this entire area is. Once everything is running, this land is gonna feel alive. Looking in the back corner, you can see Princess Peach's castle. And it is elegant, guys. It is everything that you want in Princess Peach. It looks just like the video game. And this is the area I was referencing from before, where you're gonna enter through the warp tunnel to get your grand reveal of Super Nintendo World. And just to the left of the castle, you're gonna see an octagon shape that is glowing. This is gonna be an area to actually meet Princess Peach in real life. And the cool thing about this Princess Peach is that she actually talks. You can see a photo here, and the shape of the floor looks exactly the same as the one in Japan. I cannot wait to meet Princess Peach. I'm just a little worried what the other characters around Universal Studios Hollywood will think. Hey Snowball!
What's up? Who's calling me?
Are you ready for Super Nintendo World?
Am I ready for Super Nintendo? Man, they're gonna be taking all my flash, man, all my zazz, all the attention's gonna be going over there. I'm gonna be left here all alone. No children are gonna want to see me. They're gonna say, "Oh, look, it's Mario." No. It's Snowball, baby, Snowball. You know what? I might go on a vacation. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on a nice long vacation. And then when the children are all
That's actually a pretty good plan, Snowball. Carrying on with our tour, we're gonna see 3 mushroom over here in the bottom. These mushroom are actually shaded spots to sit within the land. Even though the land is small, I wasn't expecting much outdoor seating, so this is actually something to really take advantage of on a hot day. And just to the left of that seating area, confirmation that I was correct, that is the 1UP factory where you're gonna find all your Nintendo merch needs within the land. Alright, let's actually talk about attractions within Super Nintendo World. The main focal point of this entire land is Bowser's Castle. Inside Bowser's Castle is going to be the main attraction for Super Nintendo World, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. I'm not seeing a stair set to access this castle. They might be internal, but regardless, let's take a look inside. This is the anchor attraction inside Super Nintendo World. The ride's environment is modeled after Bowser's Castle. The queue is detailed and grand in size. On display are familiar trophies from Mario Kart and the newest trophy, the Universal Cup. In the ride, guests will be loaded into 4-person carts, modeled after those in the Mario Kart series. Guests will wear augmented reality headsets to simulate the exchange of hazards between carts. Guests will also have their own steering wheels and have some control over the virtual carts to collect those hazard items. Once everybody is loaded up, you're off to the races. You'll race alongside another cart. This ride is part augmented reality, part practical sets, and along the way you'll find scenes from your favorite Mario Kart levels, including Rainbow Road. I'm sure after racing you've worked up an appetite. Just below Bowser's Castle is actually the main eatery within Super Nintendo World, Pinocchio's Cafe. The exterior of this building is shaped to a mushroom, and you would have guessed it, this restaurant is themed to Toad. Inside you will find Mario-inspired food and drinks. Something tells me we're not going to get the same menu as the one in Japan. I hope to see a mushroom burger there. And the real question, are they going to serve alcoholic beverages inside Super Nintendo World? Moving on, let's go just to the left of Pinocchio's Cafe where we're going to see another green tunnel that is glowing. This looks eerily familiar to the Yoshi Adventures attraction in Japan, but something tells me we're not getting that. I don't see enough space for this actual attraction or the track that goes from the indoor section to the outdoor of this. I have a feeling this tunnel is going to be used to house more power band activities inside. With the limited attractions within Super Nintendo World, I believe we're going to be relying heavily on the power bands to bring this land to life. Just to the left of this area, you're going to see a small castle, maybe a junior castle. This looks like it's going to be the entrance into the Bowser Jr. attraction, where you guessed it, you're going to utilize your power band. Guests will be waving their arms frantically, trying to complete this challenge and rescue Bowser Jr. Alright, and that's going to wrap up things here at Universal Studios Hollywood for a Super Nintendo World update. We showed you a little bit of the constructions, and I have a feeling the scale and scope of this project is bigger than we're all anticipating. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us grow, and if not, thanks for stopping by.